Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Power Gunner, and welcome to my review of BioShock. So, BioShock takes place in 1960. Your character, named Jack, is on a plane when it crashes in the ocean, and then he ends up being taken down to an underwater city called Rapture, where there's this guy named Andrew Ryan who wants to be separated from the political ideals from the rest of the world, so he made his own city very far from other countries, deep beneath the ocean. In Rapture, people have used plasmids to genetically modify themselves, which gives them superpowers, and everybody is killing each other to get the genetic element known as Adam. There are little girls known as the Little Sisters who have been taken and turned into Adam-producing machines, basically. They're very ghastly and creepy, and they are protected by the Big Daddies, these big creepy guys in diving suits with a big drill that can murder you. Yeah, there's tons of things that can murder you in Rapture. So yeah, that's the basics of what BioShock is. So when you find these little sisters, you can choose to save them or harvest them, which is a very interesting moral choice, but it's the only one that's in the game, and you end up doing it over and over throughout the game, and it can get very boring, and it feels like the choice sort of loses its weight. Now, the best thing that BioShock does is this great feeling of atmosphere. It really does make you feel like you are really in the city of Rapture, and it is very immersive, and that can make the game even scarier. So BioShock is a first-person shooter. The main combat mechanics in it is guns, obviously, that you can shoot, and there are plasmids, which are the genetic mutation superpower things. Now, there are some very cool combinations of plasmids and guns and stuff, and what's really cool is that you can pick up all of the guns that are in the game. You don't have to choose to just simply have two at a time. Yeah, sure, it's very unrealistic, but it makes for a lot of fun. BioShock has a sort of gameplay that you don't really get in many other first-person shooters. This sort of gameplay idea of having a weapon in your right hand while having a plasmid in your left hand is very, very cool. As I said, there are many combinations of like fire plasmids, lightning plasmids with rocket launchers and machine guns, and there is a lot of depth to the combat. Now, what's very strange about the combat is that even though BioShock is a very, very, very dark and creepy game, the combat is extremely enjoyable and fun most of the time, and you start to feel like you're becoming kind of crazy and enjoying killing these crazy people, and it feels like you are becoming a psychopath like they are, and that is brilliantly done, and it's creepy and it's scary. Also, there is a hacking minigame where you have to make water flow through tubes to like hack things like turrets, and although it's a cool idea, I found this to be very, very annoying, and I didn't do very good at it, so then I ended up deciding to not even mess with the hacking, which you can do in this game, but you're sort of missing out on a part of it, which is unfortunate. So let's talk about that there story in this BioShock game. So the story is very interesting, and a large part of it is told through audio diaries that you find around Rapture. These sort of things add a lot of depth to the world, and it really makes it feel more real, like it has been lived in by actual people. Also, the character of Andrew Ryan is awesome, and there are other characters that are very cool, very well done, such as Atlas. Haven't even mentioned him yet. He's a pretty big character, but yeah, I just didn't mention him. But my biggest problem with the story is that not much happens in it. Yeah, there's tons of things that you find about that happen before your arrival in Rapture, but there's not really that many major plot points that happen while you're in Rapture, because the missions in this game are structured with that, oh no, your princess is in another castle sort of thing that constantly happens. Things constantly happen such as, oh my gosh, would you kindly go get to Andrew Ryan over there? But then it's like, oh no, that door won't work, now we have to have a whole nother mission just to get past this door, and then, oh, we finally got past it, oh, looks like this next door won't work either. Now here's a whole nother part of the game that we have to do while that's happening, and find out about the history of Rapture in this area of the city. And while finding out about the history of Rapture, sort of like you are in a museum, is pretty fun and very interesting, it just gets boring that nothing much really happens in this story. Now, one thing that this game does really well with its story is there is a major plot twist in it. Not going to spoil what it is, but I thought that that plot twist was very well done in the way that it was presented, and it even has to do with this being a video game, and that plot twist would have not been as cool if this was a movie. Not going to spoil what it is still. But to me, it really felt like once that plot twist happens, that is the climax of the story, even though there is quite a big portion of the game still left afterwards, and that portion felt boring. It felt like it never built quite up to where that plot twist had it at, and the rest of the game was kind of just so-so. So while you are exploring the city of Rapture, there are, of course, many cool audio diaries and things like that to find, but there are also tons of these like turrets that find you, and they shoot at you when this camera notices you, and that gets extremely annoying, and it makes you not want to explore Rapture, which is one of the main drives of the game, which, yeah, that made me just want to get through the game faster and stop looking around, which was very unfortunate, because Rapture is such a cool city and world to be in. Well, I wouldn't want to be in there, but you know. Also, many of the missions are just fetch quests, like, oh, go get this for this character, so that they can help you get past that door that is keeping you from having things actually happen in the story, and stuff like that. So overall, what would I say about BioShock? BioShock is a very ambitious game. It tries to do a lot. I don't think that it really succeeds in doing all of it. I would say that overall, BioShock is a good game, but not an amazing one like I have heard many people tell me. I just don't really see it being like that. There are definitely some problems with the story not really taking you to that many places. Well, literally, it does take you all over the place while you're trying to get to what it's actually doing. But yeah, there's some major problems with this game that I feel many people have not mentioned when they do reviews of this game. So hopefully you liked mine, saying my honest opinion about BioShock. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this review of BioShock. I have also played BioShock Infinite, and I will review that game soon too. Ish. So yep, have a great day guys, like the video if you enjoyed, and bye bye!